What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Hold
Hold
On
on
to Your
to
Edge.
your edges. I
Yeah.
mean, I had to look at you like, oh,
When we say,
what rhythm are we going? You're the conductor today.
This is a weekly podcast with myself, that chick Angel, also known as Angela Keita Moore, and one of my besties, my little sister. Tell them who you are.
Risha Webb, actress, all that stuff. You guys figure it out.
Yeah. Google her. You know what I'm saying?
Good, Google me back.
This episode is hella special. It's the we'll just call it the birthday bonnet episode.
Yes.
Because if you're watching us, you can see neither of us took the time out to do our hair today.
I gave y'all some edges, you know.
Yeah, you did.
I pulled my edges forward so y'all can see the effort. I left the wig right over there. I'm not doing it today. It's too hot. I even have a sports bra on. I ain't even put on the top for y'all. Okay?
It was hot as heck. I
It's
went
hot as
outside to
hell.
get the mail and was like, I don't care what's out there. It could be checks, bills, and staying out there because it's too hot. We're going to wait till the sun go down.
Too hot.
I love that your wigs are in the background. If you all are watching this on YouTube, you can see. Do they have names? Oh, there's another one. Oh, creeping in.
There's another one. And then this one here. This is my Beyonce.
Beyonce with the color.
Like me.
Yes.
She's a 7. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I call this Beyonce from the NBA game. And she shut it down when she went a little bit more brown in her blonde.
Yeah.
Shut it down. Took the picture in. Give me this. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm here for it. So hold on to your edges if this is your first time listening. Hey sis, how you doing?
Hey sis.
Make sure wherever you're listening to us at, whether it be on Apple, because we on Apple, okay?
Okay, we worldwide.
Okay, whether we on Spotify, because we on Spotify.
For real.
Girl, we here. We here, okay?
Oh, that's good.
So wherever you're listening to us at, go on ahead and rate and review us and tell the world how great we are. It helps other people find us and bring us into their life, right? They need us so bad. Risha, do you have a song on your heart is what I need to know.
I think I could come up with a little something.
And I'll pick up the slack.
But see, that's unfair. Last week I did it first.
Want me to start?
I want you to start.
I ain't got no problem with that.
I'm ready to hear. I'll meet you where you're at.
Do you want our live listeners to give us a suggestion of topic, or do you want me to come off the dome?
Come off the dome. I feel like it's my birthday, post-birthday.
COVID
took over. You know, I feel like we have so much to give.
A bitch. Oh, COVID-19 is a stinking witch. Oh, okay.
Now.
Okay.
Listen. What had happened was that came on my phone. I declined it. Now it's gonna pop up on my computer. People still think today is my birthday. It was yesterday, and it's over.
I was letting the spirit use
you. What? I'm sorry, sis. I'm sorry, sis. Do it again. I'm sorry, listeners.
You know what? Now the mood is different now. So I'm about
different.
To
okay.
Okay. Here we go.
All right.
Oh. Yesterday was your birthday. You danced out in the streets. But now it's too goddamn hot because the sun's bringing all the heat. Up in our bonnets. We gonna get with it. You watching, hold your edges. And we gonna twerk it. Go reach.
I gotta warm up. Warm up. but you're listening to Hold Your Edges. And yesterday was my birthday. You better listen quickly because I ain't got no voice because I might lose it Thursday. Might try to.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm wearing a bonnet.
Yeah.
Because I ain't got no wig to put on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the best rapper.
Yeah.
But I give you a bridge.
Give us the bridge.
Take me to the bridge. Oh, yesterday I was having a great day. COVID tried to steal my way, tried to take away my birthday. But dreaming balloons came and gave me all the balloons. Angel bought me a mic and a stereo so I wouldn't lose my voice. But I got so excited to see all my friends in the cars. So I waved and I yelled anyway. And now I have no voice. And I thank you for listening. Cause
so we back on the podcast and we going to make it last. We're going to get into these Twitter topics and we going to get some dig. All right. Platinum. That's all we do here. Platinum hit.
Yeah, that was gold platinum.
Yeah.
Certified. I feel like Ronnie Jerkins definitely was a part of that as well.
Dark Child.
Yeah, Dark Child. Oh my God. All over it. You know, I heard 2 Chainz in there. Little Michael influence. You know, I love when he does his music beats, his mouth beats. A lot of spit on the mic.
Yeah.
Wipe it off.
Wipe it. Yeah. So we are to the segment that we like to snatch your edges with. It's stuff that we see trending in Twitter. Do we want to start off light or start off heavy? Where we want to go with this, Brisha?
Well,
I mean, a lot of our listeners already know what's happening. Let's you know what? Let's start off heavy, and we'll bring them up out of it light. How about that? You want
Well, shit hasn't changed in America. Black men are still getting shot by the cops.
Come on.
And people just randomly being racist. And, you know, I heard that this particular shooting happened in October or November. It's just coming out now. Ahmaud.
That was February.
That was February.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Ahmaud. No, that's not his name. What's
Arbery.
the baby name? Arbery. I said it right.
Ahmaud is right. Mm-hmm.
Ahmaud.
I might be actually saying his last name wrong. It's it starts with another A, but Ahmaud is his first name. I don't want to torture and murder his the last name. I don't want to.
Mulberry.
He's trying to rest in peace, so I don't want to make it even worse by killing his name. But Ahmaud is
Mulberry. Ahmaud Arbery.
Okay, I was right.
You was right, girl. The brain works.
I think I was right.
Look at
but
you.
Yeah, this happened back in late February, and the 2 men had not been arrested until today. And literally, they only got arrested because the video footage from the actual shooting was leaked.
Yeah.
And obviously, then that's when the powers that be are like, oh, I guess we're going to have to actually do something. Yeah. We're going to actually have to try these people. I read an article because I'm not one to watch, I don't know about anybody else, but I will not watch the shooting of a black man or of anybody, to be honest. That's not my jam. I accidentally saw it when it happened to Mr. Castillo. And I was like, I will never, ever allow myself to witness that again. But I know that just the thing that how common I feel like this is to be able to see footage of black men being lynched.
Publicly lynched.
It's just, it's terrible. It's terrible. And the one of the shooters is a former police officer. So we already Come on. We already know that, like, ain't nobody really trying to try the police officer. 3 prosecuting attorneys recused themselves. So nobody was, like, trying the case. I have no idea what prosecuting attorney they have now, but all of them had prior work relationships with him.
Mm-hmm.
But even the third one that recused himself still wrote a statement basically saying that the former officer and his son were in their right
Mm-hmm.
to shoot this
Shoot
man.
this man without being in uniform.
Well, he's
I mean,
not a cop, so he
yeah,
can't be in
yeah.
uniform.
Well, I watched the video because I didn't know what I was clicking on.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had I just was scrolling, and
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, this man was definitely running, and he had been probably, he was saying, "Just leave me alone, guys." So it feels that these guys were pretty much just pestering him
They
and
said they
following him.
thought he was somebody who had robbed one of the houses, and they thought he was
Oh
running away. Like, there's a difference
no,
between
he had
a
a
run and a
headset on.
jog.
He
Yeah,
had a headset on. Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. It's all an excuse, and to
Hmm.
pull to think, because here's the thing, even if I were to take everything the of the ex-officer and the son said for actual value, they said, we think we know who the robbers are, we think we found the robber, and they went and got their guns because they said they didn't know if he was armed. My thing is, if you're not an officer, okay,
Have a seat.
have all
Have
the seats.
all the seats. These these, what is it? Say the word.
Vigilante.
Vigilantes. That just that happened to Trayvon Martin. People taking matters into their own hands. Ain't
And it's
nobody asked security guard.
right. And it just, to think that it's okay to pull a weapon on someone and feel as though they have to submit to you, because
Mm-hmm.
the way the law, the reason why the excuse that the law was making for them not to have been arrested until yesterday, when this man was shot and died back in late
Yeah.
February,
Mm.
was
Black History Month.
okay, was because the young man, when they pulled out the guns, he decided to defend himself, and he
Yes.
reached for the gun. By Georgia law, I think that's where this is,
Mm-hmm.
because he decided to defend himself from the guns, they then have the law on their side to use deadly force to defend themselves. And I'm like,
When they brought the weapon.
they brought they are the ones that instigated this.
Yes, I
And
just.
unfortunately, I don't see the law being on our side on this. I would be so shocked if it did end up on our side of them being actually prosecuted and tried and convicted. But these warped laws in a lot of these heavy gun toting states are put in place so that people who would like to believe that there's no value in Black life can exterminate it whenever they feel the fancy to.
Yeah. And I'm up here watching Atlanta child killings
Oh,
on HBO, which makes me very. Atlanta's Missing and Murdered,
uh
The Lost Children. It's a great documentary on HBO. You
huh.
want to be mad? Watch that.
Mm,
So I'm very woke right now. Have a headache, but it's all right.
yeah, I'm telling you, it's something like I can only I can only go so deep into.
No, 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 no. I do not suggest you watch this.
Oh, I'm not.
No.
I'm not. I couldn't even watch. What was the movie on Netflix about the boys? About the boys that spent
Oh,
all the
when they
time in
see
prison?
us, you're not
When
going to
they
be able.
see us, I
You're
got
four boys. You got
20
four
minutes, and
boys.
I said I'm not gonna see them.
No,
I
no.
can't do
That's
it.
just a throw up cry. That's
It,
just
it
not going to
was.
be good for you.
It's already hard enough to live in joy as a Black person in America for the fear of who's going to try to steal that joy in your life. And
Mm-hmm.
I just, while I feel like I am knowledgeable, I also know what my threshold is to
Mm-hmm.
raise my kids. Also, with them knowing, like, yo, we have to protect you all. Like we have to put a barrier around y'all, like Fort Knox, if we can, to keep you all from these crazy racists out in the world. But So that is still prevalent in my household. However, there's only so much I can feed myself before I go into a just a storm of hysteria. So,
Yes. And this too will also snatch your edges. That's why Black women, are always under so much stress. Um, just to bring it back to the edges, we have to moisturize, we have to do and take care of each other. And I
mm-hmm,
hope that with all of these things that are going on in our country, that we can unify together, that we can lean on each other so we can come together as a community to
mm,
rid these things. It's like, yeah, there's them, but we also have us, and they're trying to take us out because we are special and we're magic.
yeah, we are. And please believe, listen, um, they killing Black women too. They just don't. It just
Okay,
don't
they
make the
just don't publicize it.
news. We just don't make the news. People who say sexism isn't real, okay?
Come on now,
the
talk
fact that
about it.
the fact that when our lives are taken, they ain't mentioning it. They're just like shoo shoo shoo. We know about Sandra. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But there are several of us that are going under the same thing. So not only do we have the burden of trying to protect our husbands, our children, our brothers, but we got to make sure we're protecting ourselves. We can't get it twisted that they gunning for us too. Like if we got too
Mm-hmm.
much, we ain't even gotta have too much sass. If we got too much anything, too much melanin, they come.
Mm-hmm.
They
They
coming.
coming.
So we gotta be prayed up. We got to be together next time
Mm-hmm. We
together.
gotta stay woke. And to our other, nationalities that will be listening, educate yourself. Listen, vote change that way. Have more conversations about it. Try to
Yeah.
figure out why your grandpa think the way he think. Open his heart. Pray for his heart.
Mm-hmm.
These people, everybody needs to just keep having these conversations so
Yeah.
we can come to an understanding. So there's not as much ignorance anymore. It's all ran under ignorance.
Oh, absolutely. Ignorance and hate.
Yeah.
Um, but you know who cannot be killed?
Who?
Black Twitter, because
No.
it's a
Mm-mm.
fool.
Of course, they're my friends.
They're your friends. So Black Twitter, today there were two things that snatched my edges in a more comedic way. One was Steve Harvey was trending, and I was like, why is Steve
Oh
Harvey
my God.
trending?
Did you see
Yes,
it?
somebody put Steve Harvey's face on Meg the Stallion's body and had him rapping. Sad.
Yes.
I said,
Yes. Big old freak. Big
big,
old
right?
freak.
Yes, it was
Big
big
old
old.
freak. And it was so uncanny. It was so beautifully done. I'll never be able to see Steve Harvey ever the same. I'll
Yeah.
never be able to see him or Meg the Stallion because he was like, I mean, just the way that they've been able to like make the face like look
Yes.
and still look like both of them.
It was,
Work of art. It's a work of art. It's really a work of art, truly.
uh, and who decides like, oh, who would be great on Meg the Stallion body? Steve
Steve
Harvey.
Harvey. If you haven't seen it, please, you will appreciate every moment that it takes. If it's
It's
a
a good
minute,
laugh.
you
It's a
will
good
take it.
laugh. It's a good laugh.
Yes,
I
it's a
tell you.
great laugh. And on Twitter today, I don't know, maybe I'm just late to the party, but apparently in that Doja Cat song, um, Nicki
Doja
Minaj is
Cat.
Doja. Yeah, look at you, Doja Cat. I keep it goosey goosey. I keep it lonesome. I
Okay,
never
thank
do
you.
it.
I don't know none of these Pokemon names of these
Yeah.
rappers. Go ahead.
Listen, everybody want to be an anime character,
Yes.
but Nicki Minaj is on the remix, and apparently she's talking about somebody. Now, I thought she was talking about Wendy Williams because she says in one of the lines, um, "Your," she says something about like your silicone couldn't keep your real ass couldn't keep your husband, so you want to get a fake ass like me. It was something alluding to her having
Did Wendy
fillers.
Williams get a new booty? Wendy
I
said
don't
no
know, but
butt.
people are speculating because Meg The Stallion Savage with Beyonce was released on the same day.
Mm.
They trying to say Nicki is talking about our queen
I
Beyonce.
that's I was about to say. Listen, when you first said the lyrics, I thought you were talking about Beyonce.
You thought I totally went over my head.
No, I
Totally went
thought
over
you were
my
talking
head.
about when you said Wendy Williams. I was like, that's like such a far reach,
Because Wendy talks about everybody.
right? But still, like, and Wendy talks about everybody, and Wendy is not, in the rap game, not really relevant. Like,
Right.
they not
Yeah.
they're not about to give her a whole verse. Like, it's
Right.
not about to happen.
Not about to happen. But if you look at the facts, Nicki hasn't been to the Rock Nation brunch. You
Mm-hmm.
haven't seen Beyonce and Nicki Minaj or Jay-Z all together in the same setting. Cardi B was at Coachella. When Beyonce was there, she was there with the children in the back.
Yeah.
Like people, Lady Gaga talks about being around them. I watched this video and I was like, you know what? You're right. I haven't heard about Nicki being around the
No.
Carters. Is she hating? I said, because I know my Beyonce isn't talking about her.
Right. Well, listen.
B don't have no beef with nobody because she is B.
Well,
Beyonce.
can't argue with these lazy BITCHs. I just raised my price. That's what
Yeah.
Beyonce says. She just
Yeah.
plays them all. Like, listen,
Stay in your lane.
stay over there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I hope, I know Nicki has a very strong fan base because she has to, because Nicki ain't, had no fire. She ain't breathed no fire on nobody in a while. Like her songs have been kind of lame here for past several years.
Her people beg to differ.
I know, that's why I said she's got some very loyal fans because
Mm-hmm.
they're just in delusion. But I don't think they as strong as the Beehive. The Beehive is a little more crazy, a little more vicious. So I would hope.
I will risk my life for the Hive. Like listen, I'm in there.
Yeah.
We are in there. We were in the Beehive. Okay.
We were in the physical Beehive. Okay.
Physical. Okay.
Okay. We don't have time.
She saw us and she looked at me and she said, "Why are you out here? Come backstage." I felt the spirit say
You felt the spirit. You felt it.
I felt her spirit. Like, Brisha, why are you
out here? Listen.
Snacks.
I mean, I hope Nicki ain't. I hope Nicki ain't being messy like that. Just to be Nicki
is dangerous. It's dangerous ground.
Right.
It's dangerous ground.
Why?
I care about her career as well. I want her to be around. But if she's coming for B,
she's not gonna be around. She's not gonna be around.
Remember what happened to Carrie Hills?
Listen, I was about to say, we ain't heard her doo-doo-doo-doo.
She's just coming back. And I welcome her. I miss her voice. She's needed. But it's Carrie, baby. We miss her.
Dope. But that was the last one. Because she talked about the wrong one.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So let's go ahead and jump into the topic of the day, you guys. So
are you guys ready?
Yeah. We both feel it, and we both fight it. Brisha fights it harder than I do. But we both fight it. But being that Brisha just had her birthday, we want to talk about getting older.
Oh shit. See, I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this.
Turn it down.
No. I'm gonna leave my phone over there because I wanted to see some of the comments because I'm about to open up my heart right now and I don't want to be judged.
Yes, so turn it down.
No. I think it is best that I just share my
without seeing the comments.
You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna go out there and say it.
And that shows you how old we really are with all the technical difficulties
that we've had
just to get this podcast up today. Listen. We couldn't get Brisha's microphone. Brisha's got phone calls coming in.
All these simple things that could be fixed by a 12-year-old.
Oh God,
it's taking us hours planning. I had everything set up yesterday, and then people came over and rearranging things for my birthday. And I was like, "Where's my cord? Where's my things?" And they're like, "Oh, I took it home. I didn't think you need that."
I can't even. That you talking about?
Listen,
I've
we're
been
still
hot as
drunk, okay?
right.
We are still lit, okay? I woke up at 3, okay?
Oh, you still drunk? Somebody in the comments was like, "Oh, getting older, like not knowing Doja Cat is." First of all, that's a
Yes.
stupid name. Let's just start there.
Listen.
So I should need to know anybody whose name Doja Cat. That's the dumbest name ever. And third of
I,
all, I need to like the song to want to know your name. And
I like the coochie coochie
I
coochie.
like the
And get me
lunch.
run.
I like to.
But you know my favorite song by her, which is my favorite
Is
twerk.
that
Well,
another
it's not my.
song?
I love her Tia Tamara song. It's my favorite squat song.
What is her song?
It's like she's like, I got I got titties like Tia Tamara. Like she's talking about her
Oh
titties.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my
They
gosh.
go long like me, they go long like Tia. My tits big like Tia Tamara. What? Tia Tamara. What? I like it.
I've
It makes me feel
never heard it.
young.
I've never heard it. But
Yeah,
you
it's on the
sound
mix
old
on. I
with
feel
the
young. I feel young.
but you sound old with the made up words. Because you're going, I'm sing a T.I. to that.
Listen. It's real. It's real over here. We're fighting it.
When,
But the
when did
bitch is
you
getting old.
when did you feel when how many years ago? I ain't gonna make you put out your age because I know you're not as free with that. How
I'm
many
trying every day. Every day I'm trying to say it out loud. I'm not going to count 2020 though. I am still what I was. This
feel like
2020 don't count. This we just had a celebration of
uh
life
of a
yesterday.
life
Of
just life
life.
of
No
a
numbers changed really.
no none
But I'll be that
none.
number next year when this is over. Hmm.
Um so how many years ago did you
Hmm.
find did you realize whoop, am I getting older? Like when
Yeah,
did
when your kids started calling me Miss Brescia,
well they've been calling you that
I don't like it. I told Marcus, little Marcus, I said, I am Risha. I'm
mm,
don't you put no T's or my mom's friends that would be like, oh, you don't have to call me that. And then I look back and I'm like, oh, I know that's Adrian, or I know that's so and
uh-huh.
so. And I never called them Miss because they told me I didn't have to. And I was like, could I be doing the same thing, just messing up kids, things, like they've been told to respect their elders. And here I am, an elder.
I'm like, because you're not 10. That's what
I'm
we know
not
you're
10,
not.
even though
There
I
you go.
feel and I look sometimes like, it's still sometimes I like go to a high school just for fun, just for fun. I
Mhm.
go to high school and I wait for a teacher to tell me where I belong.
You gonna know you really young if a student asks, "Do you
Yeah,
go
yeah.
here?"
Yeah, and I'll be like, oh, so well, I love when teenagers or something they go, oh, so you're graduating because you graduated, right? And I'm like,
Sorry,
you know, I did graduate
I did. I
a
did.
couple years ago,
Mhm.
maybe 10 or 14. Who knows who's counting?
Who knows? Who knows?
But yeah,
I
yeah.
think it is because out of my friends here, like the friends that I have in the industry, I have the oldest kids out of my friends in the industry. My mom friends, we have kids the same age, but like, you, Quinn, D, I have the oldest child. So my son was able to talk and give you all names
Mm-hmm.
at least since he was 4 years old. That's 6 years ago. So, like, you weren't in your 30s 6 years ago.
Okay, 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 okay.
I said you weren't. I didn't
Yeah,
say
was it?
where. I didn't say where you
Right,
were in your
right,
20s.
right.
I'm
It's
saying you
right.
weren't in
It's
your
true.
30s. Okay.
It's true. It's true.
Um,
Uh-huh.
and so my son, I know, was a signal to a lot of my friends, like, wait a minute, what are you doing calling me miss? And I'm like, you pay rent somewhere. My son
Right.
cannot spell. So yes, he's going to say there is a huge age gap between the two of y'all.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
eh,
yeah.
like for me, while it's not my child that makes me feel old, it's the people that I have watching my child. Like when I'm able to say, oh, I'm 20 years older than someone,
Jesus.
that when I'm like, how is that many years between me and a person that I'm actually having?
Watch your child.
Yeah. Like,
that would fuck me up.
yeah, it hurts my heart sometimes. I'm just like, late. The only thing, and I'm sure for you it's the same, the one thing that makes me feel better is that I know I don't look my age. Point blank
Amen.
in a period.
Point blank in a period.
I'm like, now, my body might not be where I want it to be as far as in where I want, where my face looks, where my body should be. But like, if we just talking about from right turn or right turn, most
Girl.
people won't put me at the age that I'm getting ready to become. Most people won't
No,
be
my mom.
40. No.
Right. No. My mom sent me a picture of a nurse or somebody that she ran into at the doctor's office who said that she went to elementary, middle school with me. And when I tell you that this lady looked all of like 45, and I was like, what school she go to? What class was she in? And she was like, you don't remember me? I was like, ma'am, no, I don't. Ma'am.
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 What class?
Were you the teacher?
Listen.
Right. I was like, life has not done you well.
I promise you, that's what. But I show pictures of I show pictures to Marcus of people at my class reunion, and he said, "Well, those your teachers?" I said, "I know, baby. I don't know if they in bad marriages, if they just drank too much, or if they were out in the sun too much. But they aging like bananas." And I'm like, "Ooh." But like, what's the biggest thing about getting old? In the comments, they're trying to figure out how old you are. What's the thing?
I'm glad I'm not looking. I'm so glad I'm not looking.
What is the biggest thing that you noticed about getting older? Like, what's the biggest, other than like the ego of it all? Of it,
the ego is definitely number one. My knees, they ain't what they used to be. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I could do a lot of things, and now that I'm getting older, I can't do the Meg the Stallion, and that breaks my heart. I can give you a good couple bounces, and I got to get back up, and we got to pray about it.
You got to pray.
And I really work out. I try my best to do my lunges and everything, but my knees ain't what they used to be. And getting over being drunk, I really have to make a full life commitment. Like, I think about my whole entire life for the entire month. Like, I so much think about like, okay, what am I going to do tonight? I don't want to go too far because I'm too grown to be in a toilet. I'm not doing that no more because I have risen above that. I pay a mortgage. Okay. I have shit to do. Okay. So, I mean, there's a limit, I was like, okay, 2 glasses, girl, you feel fine.
Yeah.
Remember, you can take a Tylenol.
Yeah.
And you can have a good time right here.
Right here.
I'm good. I don't do that hangover stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would love to get drunk. Like, I remember loving to, I went to white school. So I would get like pissy drunk, smoke a little weed. Now, listen. Now.
You think about the road to recovery. You
think about it all. I was like, man, I'm going to have some soup. It's hot already.
Right.
How am I wearing my hair tomorrow? Because the wig band be hurting your temples. I think about it all.
Right.
And
I think with age, there is a thing of time. There is truly I don't have time for that. Like the things that when we were younger, we had time for all the confusion. We had time to get drunk, throw up.
Stumble home, get in the Uber. I'm thinking about who gonna wake me. Like I'm just, like I can't do that. Yeah. I don't have time for any of it.
I don't even have time to find parking spots.
Yes, I stay home so much. It's like I never understood my parents when they were like, "You got everything you need right here." This quarantine is making my life so senior citizen right now. The effort that it takes to just get out of bed and get my life together, I really have to like narrow it down. It was like, if I could put everything in one day, if I could go outside for one day and do everything, then that means I don't have to go outside for the rest of the week.
Forever.
Listen, I'm only going outside on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
That's it.
That's it. You want to see me? And I think after this is over, you want to see me?
Huh.
Then you're going to have to see me on Sundays
Right.
when when people are moving slow.
Right. I know. I
I
get
get
it.
it. I get it.
Now,
That is the painful part.
for me, my knees actually didn't become, I didn't know what people meant by, oh, my knees
Mm-mm.
get older. Because for me, it was my shocks. Those are my thighs. My thigh,
Yeah.
and that was only because I was putting on weight having kids. So my thighs were like, my shocks were like, now, hey, 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 hey,
Yeah.
we can't
Yeah.
keep holding you up when you're down here in this low squat. Get up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then last year, it was the end of last year, I was doing a weight loss challenge, and we were doing
Mm.
a lot of squats. And for the first time, I felt soreness in my knees, and I was like, "Oh no, it's official.
Girl.
I got these old people knees." I was like, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm telling you, devastated. I'm still trying to recover because I'm like, no, you're not. I feel like I feel like with my warranty and my extended warranty, I should have at least 5 more years.
I feel like that too. Listen,
Funny.
I really, I'm going to share something personal. I actually have to take everything back and make something number one.
What?
It's personal, but I'll share it, and maybe you guys all feel the same. When I saw this, I had to call my best friend in Baltimore, and I had to I cried.
What happened?
I found a gray hair on my pussy.
Oh, great coochie hair. I haven't experienced that. I'm so sorry.
Well, the bitch grew there, and she listen. I dropped in the shower and wept. I wept in the shower.
Oh,
Like I was like, it's happening. Like
oh man.
I was
Do
like,
you
oh
have
my
any
God.
growing out of your head?
I have like a couple on the left.
Okay.
And I count that to my last relationship.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have it
Mhm.
anywhere. I asked my father, I was like, Dad, when did you start going gray? Because
Mhm.
for most of my life, he's just always had black hair. Right now, he's completely white. Of
Oh,
course, he's 75. But
right.
he's been fighting. He's been just for me box, curl, S curl, my whole life, just black, just for men, until he was about 60. And after a while, I was like, Daddy, we don't believe you. Let it go.
We do not believe that
Let
patent leather
it
shiny black
go.
was. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it
I
was just devastating.
Gray hair, I don't think will be a part of my. I have like one. I think I have one or two in my head, and then I have the unicorn horn that grows out of the middle of my forehead. So there have been things that have kept this. There have been things that have probably kept me delusional
Yeah,
about my age because I haven't grayed. And I have so many friends that are my age that are like, you look at my husband. My husband's beard is completely salt and
completely.
pepper.
Mm-hmm.
He had to shave his hair because his hairline started to run away from his face. Like there have been enough things,
Devastating.
you know what I'm saying?
Devastating.
He didn't. His body has gotten injured so many times since he turned 35 that like to see all that happening to him and realize it's not happening to me, I think I'm a little bit delusional about
Mm-hmm.
where I am age wise, and that is making aging harder because I'm just like, listen, like I don't care what my birth certificates say, I'm still young. And then I'm like, when am I going to grow out of this? Because there are some times
No,
to myself,
never.
well, I'm still young, so I don't know. And I'm thinking, but come on, come
But
on.
you did it too. You did that to me. Remember when I came and sat on your couch and I said that I was young forever, and you told me, bitch, freeze your eggs because you're gonna have a geriatric pregnancy
I did. Now
because you're
that
at that age.
yeah. Now the doctor's office did completely
Oh,
freak me up. They were like, "Oh, honey, you're high risk pregnancy. You're old. You're old."
yeah, your eggs. And my dad keeps saying, he was like, you're scrambled eggs. You're gonna try to have a baby and your eggs are gonna be scrambled. I was like, Daddy, I am still young. And then I go to the doctors after talking to you. Well, before I talked to you, my doctor was like, so do you have anybody you want to be with and have babies with? And I was like, no, I'm an independent woman. I'm a women independent.
Yeah.
Throw your hands up at me. I am cool by myself. And she said, well, you be cool forever and be an auntie forever if you don't hurry the fuck up.
Right.
And I was like, wait a minute. I have time. I was like, Halle Berry had her baby at 45. And she was like, good luck. She also has $1 million to do whatever she wants to do. So
exactly.
J-Lo too, all of them. She said,
all of them.
Do you?
And see, what do you feel about that? Because there are these, unicorns that we can look up to. Halle Berry being one, Jennifer Lopez being another, even Angela Bassett. Even her face is changing a little bit, but still, to be a 60-year-old woman and look 47,
like she can still get it.
Right. Like there are a lot of women in the Hollywood industry that set a bar of remaining timeless. That I think it's, especially for both of us being in industry, and especially you, it's kind of hard to just. It's not that we're aging gracefully, because that's not what aging gracefully, I feel like, is about accepting your age and allowing age to happen gracefully. We are like, no, it's not happening.
We are stopping time.
Right. Where are my booty shorts? I'm coming out.
And you know what? God done messed up, because at my age now, he done made me thick in this quarantine. So now you can't tell me nothing. I was looking at my pictures. I was like, girl, look at your thigh. You done grew a thigh, a whole one thigh.
Oh, you got a whole thigh? You got that make? I knew you would do that, though. I knew that.
You knew it?
Would get that.
I was so little forever.
I knew, because you reminded me, even though she's taller than you, of a Megan Good. And Megan Good stayed tiny and then all of a sudden she got this like grown woman body. So small, but like you could see the meat. All the meat.
That's why I started working out with her. And I told her, I was like, Tomb Raider friend, I want to grow like this. You are the image of what I would like to look like. Yeah. I don't look like that now. And she was like, girl, just eat and squat and sit up. That's it. I was like, okay, I'm going to eat, squat, and sit up.
Right. You got people like Gabrielle Union. You got people like Atkins. Essence is
Essence.
8.
And she's 78. And she like bragging. She be like, I'm 45. I was like, no, you're not. I've seen her when she wakes up. She just is gorgeous. She's she don't gorgeous. Put no moisturizer. Like she just be like, oh yeah. It's like, really? You don't have no wrinkles? Really? This how you look? You just gonna look 25 for the rest of your life? You're gonna be like my cousin Skeeter and just poop all on us for the rest of your life?
Well, the rest. The friend Jennifer Freeman. She's also. I'm like, how are you letting your daughter catch up to you? Jennifer Freeman is Claire from My Wife and Kids. She has a daughter the same age as little Marcus. And I feel like Bella's going to catch up to her mother in age. Like, Jennifer is just like, I'm going to wait till you get here.
Well, I mean, remember her mom's face. Her mom's face is just gorgeous.
Gorgeous,
brown skin, chocolate, just apple bottom jean cheekbones, just sitting up on her face with a button nose.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
So what part of aging are you looking forward to? Any part of aging? Like, is there any part?
No. I'm terrified. Are you serious? I remember the conversation I had with my aunt, my dad's sister, Jesus, my Aunt Putty. And she lived, okay, she's in her 60s, her late 60s, almost 70. And she would tell me, and she was like, Brisha, you have the most fun. She said, don't you let up on anybody, because let me tell you, this getting old shit is overrated. It is not good for anybody. Your ankles swell up. You can't eat nothing. Everybody telling you what to do. She said, you want to have sex with somebody, you do it. You understand? Right. You protect yourself, but don't you hurry up to get married and you don't do everything that you set out to do. Okay?
Right.
She said, you do it all. You F up as much as you want to F up. Because when you get here, all you have is memories. You don't
Right.
want to be stuck in this position and you
Right.
ain't got no good memories. She
Yeah.
said, you live up your life. Don't you ever get old. Don't you ever.
So you ain't looking
She
forward
said,
to none of it.
none of it. I was like, oh, I could have a child, right? And I was like, and then I'm gonna have to carry that shit. And then I'm gonna have
I got to
to
carry
get
that
fat
child.
and I'm gonna have to lose it. That's 9 months. I wasn't drinking and living my best life. I said, is this something you really want? You know, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. That's why, like, on my birthday, I just stared in the mirror of myself and I just wept.
Oh
And I said,
no.
I did. I cried. I said, okay, what we gonna do now? Like, what is gonna happen next?
What?
I need to be prepared for this. Like,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do next, Brisha?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm excited for it all and also terrified of it. So I guess that's what aging is. It's like I'm wiser to know not to do the stuff I did before,
Right.
but also eager to like see it,
Yeah.
but don't want it to rush too fast. Like I want to take it day by day. That's why this quarantine is messing me up. I had plans.
You were about to
I
live
had
the
some.
life.
I was about to live a life. The movie came out. I was like, girl, you about to be out here, bitch. You gonna go to New York. You gonna start this Sex in the City type show. You gonna be out here just stunting. And then
Right.
COVID came in and was like, fuck
Sit
your
your
dreams.
ass down.
Right. No, man. Like I'm wasting time right now, but I just have to trust God. Trust that everything is gonna happen right. So as I drink this water, this is for aging. And I moisturize. I do my part. Right. I do my part. That's all I can do is do my part.
You know, the part of aging, there are parts of aging that I look forward to. While
what?
I ain't got
menopause.
Kiss my ass. Ain't nobody listen.
Listen, they better figure out the formula. They better figure out the formula.
That is actually my least favorite thing to look forward to. Like, obviously, I've had so many kids. For those of y'all who don't know me that might be on here. Oh, yeah. Real quick. Pause for the cause. I want to wish a happy birthday to Tamu Johnson. I actually
happy birthday
comments, but I remembered and I was like, whenever I see her on one of my lives, I'm going to wish her a happy birthday. But today's her birthday, so shout out to my Patreon family, immediate family member. Happy birthday! But
yes,
I'm not. You know, I obviously would hope. I mean, it being that I had so many kids, I enjoy being fertile. I love the fact because to me, fertility is a sign of youth. When you are no longer a fertile age, if you have a proper working system, you know without a shadow of a goddamn doubt, you are not a spring chicken. You are out of there. So I do not look forward to when the change happens. But the thing that I do love about turning 40 and becoming older is I don't have to ask permission for nothing. Like I can do whatever the hell I want to, whenever the hell I want to. Now, granted, there's like the parameters of I got kids, and you know I'm trying to do what's best.
But Angel, you've always
no. I definitely was a permission asker. I would definitely be like,
really.
Do you think people would like this, or should I do that? Like I governed my actions based off of probably what I thought might be the response, or what's expected of me, what's the what the response of the people who look up to me might be. Like there was a lot of levels to my actions, and now, I'm not fully there. I'm not fully evolved yet, but I feel it coming on. I feel it, like of just being like, I don't need your permission. If I want to go out here as a 40-year-old woman in these booty shorts, guess what I'm going to do?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, listen, I was on a parent principal teacher meeting today, trying to plan my son's culmination, surely with a glass of wine. Like, okay, so what song are we thinking about doing?
I don't see why not. The baby already about to graduate. You did your part. That's a celebration for you.
That's yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So I just feel there's a certain level of while I keep accidentally lying to myself sometimes and being like, well, I'm still young when it comes to like mistakes. Now I don't have to see it as that. What I can see it as, no, I just chose that. It didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. But it's not like oh no, I messed up. It's like, shit. That's what it is.
Well, you know what? I will adopt that, because that is what I'm definitely moving into, and saying,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I might make mistakes, but who cares? Who cares? Did I have a good time?
Right.
like,
Right.
did I have
Right.
a good time?
Did I enjoy
Was it?
myself? Because
Yes.
at the end of the day, like, I don't believe that we live multiple lives. But some people do. I don't. So I'm gonna
And
try
even if I did, I'm enjoying this one.
and
This one.
listen. Listen.
That this booty and this all here is here for
It's
this life. Live your best life. Okay? I'm gonna try that hairstyle. I know not to dye my hair blonde again. Not gonna
uh-huh.
do that.
Right.
And definitely don't give myself a perm when I haven't in
Mhm.
years. Don't do that
Yeah.
again,
Right.
because you will snatch your edges. Like, I know what not to do. That's wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom
That's
definitely comes with
wisdom.
age. Wisdom does.
Yes. But
Wisdom.
try everything
Yeah.
except hard drugs.
Now something that you don't. Yeah, except for those hard. It's just too. I'm
Yeah.
too old for no hard
I'm
drugs.
too old for that. I'm still recuperating, and I didn't do nothing.
What the one thing that you won't get to look forward to because you're waiting until you're older in life is the freedom that I'm going to feel once all these kids are grown. Because
Girl,
you're waiting till you're older, that freedom that you will eventually give up for a child will
I
take.
know it's
I mean, I got a
forever.
solid 18-year bid to do, and I actually really thinking it's going to be 14. I think by the time Amar's 13, 14, we're going to let him raise himself. But
Oh my
that's
God, he would have figured it out.
oh yeah, he's
Fear
already
God's
raised.
gonna be in him. It's
Dude,
all
we let him
right.
do whatever the hell he wants to. He be over here abusing me. So by the time I'm like 53, like, hey, oh, I'm gonna be living my life like it's golden.
Right.
Me and my husband, the guy, he better still be here alive with me. We about to be out here being some big old nasty ass freaks,
At every
going to
festival.
Spain,
At every
going to
festival.
yes,
Right.
festivals high. I
That's
don't
okay.
even smoke weed. We gonna be
Hi.
high, just
It's okay. Yes. By that time, I would be like, here, Angel. Yes. I'll be blowing in your face, and I will have a nanny. Okay? Because the husband I'm having, the husband that my father God is sending me, he better know Brisha like nanny, and Brisha like to be there and not be there at the same damn time. Okay? Angel is free. Okay? We've been waiting for this moment. Now put that baby on the backpack and let's go. Listen, my parents were older.
that's when you're gonna
Yes,
be like,
let's go.
little Marcus, you gotta pay it for it. You remember I used to babysit you, but baby,
Yes. Remember, I used to pick you up from school. That's what I
come get
need you to do.
come get your little
Come get this
cousin.
infant. Come get this infant. Hold the infant.
Okay. You know how you used to hold little Amar? Come on, hold the baby.
Hold the baby. I'm getting drunk.
Yeah, I do. Like that's one thing I envy about my older sister Jackie. She had kids young. She had her kids at 18 and 19. But by
Mm.
36, by
She was
30,
done.
she was living her life. Just going on
Mm.
cruises, doing whatever she wanted to do. And I was like, that's kind of
Getting remarried. Just
come on. I mean, she didn't get
being
remarried until
happy.
she was got like 50, but still,
Yeah.
like that's like I understand. I feel like I listen while I'm all here for the what you call it uh, feminist movement and women empowerment and independence. I feel like there's a part of the story people are not telling when they're like focus on your career. It's just like now listen though,
Mm-hmm.
when you decide to have that baby, you gonna be with that child until you're almost in your 60s, okay,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
hopefully you got everything in that you wanted to get in. And
Yeah.
the problem is that we usually don't start making our money until our mid to
We're
late
in our
30s.
yes, mid to
Yeah, and
late
40s.
30s.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so like you're instead of being able to spend that money on traveling, you're now having to spend it on whatever the hell your child needs. And I'm just like,
Girl.
god dang it, I wish I would have had kids a little bit younger. And they could have been raised broke. That'd have been fine. And we would have been okay. And
Yeah,
then
it
the
just
mom
builds character.
character. Yeah. And then
Hmm.
by the
Look
time
at us.
hits 40 something and she starts balling, then y'all can come on trips with us, every now and again when me and daddy ain't
Be
trying
your
to.
girlfriend. Yeah.
Right. But yeah,
Look like
no.
white people. That's why I don't go on Facebook. When I go on Facebook, I'm reminded that all of my friends from elementary, middle school, high school have kids that are teenagers. And I don't like to see that, because I was there when they were born. I was at the baby shower, and we were all hood rats. And, we were doing thotty things at a young age. And yes, they had babies. And now those babies are having babies. And I just can't take it to the face. So I don't have Facebook on my phone. I only have it on my laptop, and I'm never on here. So everybody be like, I wished you a happy birthday on Facebook. Well, I'll see it next year. Okay.
I'll see it as a memory that Facebook recommends.
Yes. I don't, yeah, the memories. I'm not here for the memories.
Oh,
Every time I see a memory pop up, I close the computer. I don't want to see that.
Oh, I was about to post
from 2011.
I ran out of time yesterday. I was going to pull a bunch of the Facebook memories from me. So that, like, I was gonna post, our weaves before we knew better. I was gonna post all of it.
All of it. We didn't need it. We didn't need that curly wig. We didn't need it. We didn't need it.
Oh my God, when my afro was not throwing, it was just af. It was just like, listen, I'm just an af right now.
I'm af.
Fro ain't doing it.
Fro is just humid, and it just be like,
Oh my goodness. I mean,
come a long way.
We have
the eyeshadow. We didn't need that.
We didn't, but did we do it? We did it though.
Yeah, we did it.
Oh my gosh. The Lord has been with us. I mean, getting older definitely sometimes it hurts the ego, but it's a blessing that we get to be here, because not everybody gets that tale, not everybody gets that story.
I'm thankful for it, but I'm not rushing it. All these kids that want to look like Kim Kardashian at 7 years old,
wow,
let their asses stay over there somewhere.
What's her sister's name? Her little baby sister?
Kylie.
There we go. Listen to us sounding 80. Kylie, look older than me with all that extra ping that she done put in her face.
She done turned into a whole black Latina.
She is. She went from Irish to Puerto Rican. Like that.
She sure did. Like that. Dominican Republic.
She went to from Kylie to Karina. And I was like, so ain't nobody gonna say that? We just all gonna believe this is real.
She went from no lip, no cheekbone to all of the things. Okay.
All of the things.
All of the things. They gave her a hip, they gave her an ass, a titty. I said, hey, listen, I gradually had to get here. By choice. But when I turn 60, guess what's still gonna be popping? Guess what's still gonna be popping?
It's still gonna be.
Okay, it's not gonna be in my calf muscle. That fat ain't gonna triculate all the way down to my damn calf muscle.
Women, speaking of which, is there anything, and this will end on this? Is there anything that you would potentially do, like, to age defy, like? What would you do?
I've been doing research. I definitely will. When I have a child and I'm happy, I'm gonna get that mommy makeover for sure. If these titties are falling, I'm gonna pick them up. I'm gonna get that up till it's big. I'm gonna get all that shit sucked in, and hopefully they can do it after my C-section, so I can be on the table.
Why do you want to get a C-section? Why do you want to be cut open? My internet was too slow? You didn't hear that?
Why I'm gonna get a C-section?
Why you want to be cut open?
Because I need them to do it. I think I heard. Why?
Yeah, why? That was the question.
Because I want to get a tummy tuck afterwards. I want them to take the baby out, and then I want them to pull it in tighter. Just for cosmetic reasons.
Tummy tuck.
Okay. All right.
Brescia, you might not need a tummy tuck. Your stomach might actually go all the way back. A lot of the skinny chicks like you, that's what happens. They be just like, oh my God, I have a baby, but you can't have anymore. Yeah, like there's a bunch of chicks. Like, don't go into it thinking you're gonna need to get cut open. You be,
Well, we'll see.
listen,
We'll
after
see.
little Marcus, my skin went all the way back.
You
My
were
skin
back.
went all the way back.
Yeah.
The twins did a little something, but I was still on the
There
okay
were two
side.
of them in there.
It
And
was
you still had abs when you were pregnant with the
come
twins.
on,
Let's
come
be
on,
clear.
because I did the work. Now
You did
I
the
did
work.
I
I
did
mean,
it
that's
with
what. Listen, we were already there. Like you were like,
already there,
yeah.
already there. I definitely plan on getting my breasts done if COVID-19 allows me to make some money to do it. This year, I want to get it done this year. I wanted to
I'm
get it
here for that.
done.
I'm here for that.
For
Shit,
my
make yourself feel good.
honey. I stand in the mirror sometimes, and I don't cry because well, there ain't nothing to cry about. Okay,
No, it ain't. No, it
cry about.
ain't. My
Ain't nothing.
God.
But I put my hand over the parts of my belly that I wish were not there, and I'm like, ooh, this body with that with where my when my hand covers like where I can't see it
Mm,
is so sexy. Like that's
yeah.
all I need done. And let me tell you something. If when I
Mm.
go to get my titties
Girl,
done, if this part of my stomach
girl.
is not gone, it's not coming out of it's not coming out of the surgeon's office with me. I'm gonna be like, you go ahead, take that too, and let me go and do what
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to allude to.
I.
You know, I heard Candy Burris talking about her lip lipo and all that. And I was like, why not? Shoot.
I mean, I don't like her lipo. She still look too thick. She
That's
looks like
Atlanta.
looks
That's
uncomfortable
Atlanta.
thick. Not to I don't I don't like to talk about women's bodies too bad because I try not to be like all that negativity when it comes to women's body images.
We support each other.
But her version of lipo I don't want because she still look uncomfortably thick, and I think that's because she still be eating.
Yeah.
And I want to look thin. I want my stomach to look thin. And my ass and my thighs, my husband wants them to stay where they're at. And I can get those together.
Girl.
It's that tummy. But
Mm-hmm.
listen, let me tell you something.
Well, COVID is humbling a lot of people. Okay.
Come
So
on.
one thing is we all gonna be in the same boat. We all gonna be coming out of here like, yeah, I was eating.
I was actually
So
I'm doing okay. I'm actually not.
you've been working out twice a day.
Come
Like,
on, honey. Come on, because
yes.
Angel knows. Angel knows, regardless of when COVID ends, she will be in her 40s once COVID is over and done with. I will be 40. And listen, when I see people like Gabrielle Union, when I see these people, I'm like, you worked for that. Now, granted, Gabrielle has never carried as many
Right.
people as me, so I understand not
Mm-hmm.
to completely compare myself to her. But I'm like, yeah, nah, we gonna work, and whatever I can't work off because I'm too lazy, we gonna get sucked out.
It's not lazy. I don't want you to say that, friend. It's not lazy.
It's
You
not.
never been. You
You're
never
right
been. You
because
never been.
it is a different beast when you get up
Mm-hmm.
here. When you get long in the tooth, as they say, it's a different beast to try to get this weight off.
Listen, you ain't got to tell me. It's hard.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've come to the end of the show, but this is a section that we would like to
Mm.
call Hey Sis. This is where
Jesus.
we would allow our listeners to be able to ask any questions that they would like, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll give our advice, whether it be about something we just talked about or whether it be about hair, because me and Brescia have
We've
been
done
through
it all.
it all. Okay, the only
Yes.
thing I think I have never had is a jury curl, but everything else I done. Did you have a jury curl?
I don't, but I had a process. I mean, when I had my short hair, I put a little something in there to
You
give
had
me
like,
like
oh yeah. Okay, I get
you
what you
know,
mean.
I
Like,
haven't tried to lock my hair, but I do get the play locks. I
because
do like
why
Ashley's
not?
play lock.
Why get the
Cause
where you can
that
get
was my
play
last
lock?
birthday, and I really lived every Bob Marley mistress dream I've ever wanted to live.
You did. You kept them locks in. You were like,
I
honey,
loved it. I
honey.
feel like, oh, see my little press on nail just came off.
I took all of mine off before this started because why do people have press on nails? Why?
Because it made me feel pretty.
They make you feel pretty, but then they make you feel ugly when they fall off. I was making dinner yesterday and some came off in the food. I had to dig it out.
Ew.
I said,
Yeah.
oh my God. Oh God.
I was making burger meat the other day and I was like, you know what, Brisha? Thank God this is just for you. Thank God this is just for you. Because this is disgusting what you're doing here. Like I got rhinestones.
Yeah, it's a bit much. It's a
It's
bit much.
okay. Putting COVID all on the burger meat.
So one of the questions that I saw asked earlier, which I know you're not going to answer fully truthfully, but I want to give you the opportunity to answer it creatively. People were trying to guess your
Bless
age.
them.
So tell them, without telling them your age and without giving them the full answer, what you are old enough to know about, but young enough not to know about. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I'm old enough. Well, I should start with I'm young enough to not know. Well, I do know. I just never used one. I'm young enough to know what an 8-track is.
Mm. You mean old enough to know what an 8-track,
I'm old enough to know what an 8-track is. I've seen the machine.
but young enough not to know what?
Young enough not to know. Man, that's hard. Because I love everything,
Mm-hmm.
Can't say
Young
music.
enough not to have experience. You can say that.
Yeah, young enough to not have experienced the Jerry curl phase. I mean, if we're going to talk about Jerry curls, like I didn't go through it. I saw it. I'm from Baltimore, so I saw it.
I
The
saw
bad
it
ideas.
happening. I saw
Just
it
when the poof is
happening.
right there and the curl just comes fluttering around it. It's not in the same family. And I remember seeing that.
Oh, my mother got a Jerry curl in the 2000s. In the
Oh my
2000s.
God. Oh, bless her.
In the 20, like 10, 12 or something. And
I remember that. And I remember going, why?
my mama be letting people, because she be wanting soft curls. And I'm like, nobody
No.
believes this.
You don't believe that edge and that curl had anything to do with each other. Like, no.
Why were those a thing? Oh, it upsets me so.
It upsets me so. Like the grease curl.
And they smell like a curl. They had a distinct smell.
See, I don't remember that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just remember being a baby and not wanting anybody to hold me with a Jerry curl. I was one of them like really petty babies. Like, I don't want her ugly self holding me. Get off of me.
Yeah, no, Activator has a very distinct smell and it is
Ugh.
not cute. It is not lavender, okay? It's not
Ugh.
poppy seeds or poppy
Ugh.
seeds. Ugh. Okay, guys. Well,
Mm.
this has been another episode of Hold On to Your Edges.
To your edges, you got to hold on. Okay, we probably have to pay for that.
With Brisha Webb and Angel.
Yes.
Tell them where they can find you.
I'm everywhere. I'm on Netflix as well as Angel. I'm on Google. I'm on, what is it? Instagram. Look at me having a brain. That's another thing I don't like. I forget everything. And I feel like God just be laughing at me like, we're going to make you an actress and we're going to make you forget everything that you're talking about.
Yes. No, give them your handle, sweetheart.
My handle is just Brisha Webb on everything, Instagram and Twitter, Facebook that I'm never on, but you can find me everywhere at BRESHAWEBB.
And you can find me at That Chick Angel on almost every single platform.
Every single one.
Instagram, Facebook. You can watch this podcast currently on That Chick Angel TV, my YouTube channel. Excuse me. I want to give a quick shout out to our Patreon.
Yes.
They are here watching us live as we film this, enjoying the conversation, typing things, picking on me because I didn't know who Doja Cat was. Still don't know her.
And I keep it Gucci. I keep it. I think she's talking about her vagina.
Yeah, I thought she was talking about doing it with other women, and I was like, okay, girl, what do you? I don't know what you're talking about, but I now need lunch. She probably is. She probably is. You can follow this podcast at Hold On to Your Edges podcast on Instagram, and you can find it Hold On to Your Edges where all podcasts are found. Be with us next week We also have an email account. That's what I forgot to even tell you.
Oh, see, I'm finding out these things too because I'm like one of those friends that never knows anything. I'm like, really?
Questions or topics that you would like for us to discuss, you can email us at holdontoyouredges@gmail.com and we will get it there. So yes, you not only can you listen to us, you can throw us comments, suggestions at holdontoyouredges@gmail.com. All right, guys, we will catch you all next week. And when we see you, we hope that your edges are intact in their length.
Okay. Hold it on. Hold on to them.
Hold on. All right, guys. Y'all be blessed. Bye.
All right.